Hey, this is M from the 33 Secrets, and in this new secret training video, you're about to learn my 3 secret tricks for how to touch a girl and make her want you really, really bad. So let's get started. All right, secret trick number 1. Before you can touch a girl, or any girl for that matter, you must first physically escalate with her, meaning you must gradually build up to touching her. And this is one of the very basics that I teach students. Now, how do we physically escalate with a girl without creeping her out? So what I will generally do in order to physically escalate with a girl so that I can touch her is simply start by hugging her. And hugs are hands down the easiest and most simplest way to get close to a girl without creeping her out. Now, some less advanced guys might tell you to start with a high five, and that's all fine and dandy too. However, I personally recommend giving the girl hugs just because they're a little more intimate, they're a little more personal, and they're a little more inviting, rather than just giving her an immature high five. Not to mention, hugs can quickly get girls in that touchy-feely mood that we want them to be in so that we can physically escalate with them. So I'm a really big fan of hugs, especially for initiating physical contact with a girl. And a lot of times, if we're standing up and I go in for the hug, I'll often turn and dip her while I'm hugging her, as if we're dancing, which often comes off as a surprise to the girl, something that she didn't expect, and usually gets a big laugh out of her. We call this a pattern interrupt, by the way, in the world of female psychology, because we're waking her up from her daily autopilot routine and we're pulling her into our more fun, more relaxed, and more awesome reality. All right, secret trick number 2. After you've successfully hugged the girl, now you're going to want to pull her in closer to you for the kiss. So what I will generally do after hugging the girl and dipping her is I'll grab both of her hands and actually pull her into me. And after I've pulled her into me, I'll often say something like, "Who are you? Why are you here?" And just give her a chance to respond. Give her a chance to answer you. Sometimes I'll actually even remain silent and not say a thing. And usually at this point, assuming you've done everything right, you should now be in a very strong position to kiss the girl. And believe it or not, this can often happen within the first 60 seconds of meeting her. It really does happen that fast. How do I know? Because each week when I go out, I meet at least a half a dozen girls whom I can physically escalate with in a matter of seconds. Many times I can physically escalate and be making out with the girl within the first 3 to 5 seconds. And most of the advanced guys that I know can easily do the same. I actually have a 60-second kiss close video right here on my YouTube channel where I did exactly that. It's not perfect, but my assistant happened to catch it all on camera, where I was out in Hollywood, it was the end of the night, and I walked into a venue that was closing, and I picked up a girl, made out with her, and left with her all in a span of 60 seconds. Now, don't get me wrong, this not only works for attractive women that you happen to meet while you're out in venues, but this also works for dates too, meaning attractive women that you're out on a date 2 with, or just wanting to get physical with. So remember, being able to touch a girl and being able to physically escalate with her should always start with the hug first, followed by grabbing her hands and pulling her into you for the kiss. And these are just the very basics of physical escalation that I teach students. And the more advanced you are, the faster and more seamless you can do this at the drop of a hat. Now, just as importantly, while you're kissing her, you're gonna want to do more than just kiss her. Meaning you don't want to just sit there like most guys and force your tongue down her throat like a robot. Instead, you want to use this as an opportunity to show her that you are a physical guy, that you are a dominant guy. So as you're kissing her, you're gonna want to grab the back of her neck. You're gonna want to grab the back of her head, and you're gonna want to run your fingers through her hair. Okay? More importantly, you're going to want to gently press your body up against hers, as if you're already having sex with her. Because as I teach students, everything leading up to sex is giving the girl a sneak preview of what it will actually be like to have sex with you. So while I'm kissing the girl, especially for the first time, I'll often grab the back of her head, I'll run my fingers through her hair, and I'll really take control of the physical interaction as if we're already in bed together. Some other things I'll do, I might rub my hands through her body, not in a pervy way, but more in an adventurous way. So I'll often start at the top with her hair, and I'll simply run my fingers through her hair, and from there I'll work my way down to her back. And what I like to do is actually press my nails up against her back. Not too hard, but applying just enough pressure to make her feel good in order to allow her mind and her body to enter that state of intimacy with me. Now from there, you're gonna want to just run your nails up and down her back. Maybe just once or twice. Don't overdo it. You want to do it just enough to make her feel good. And from there, you're gonna want to work your way back up to her shoulders and back down her shoulders, almost like you're sculpting her, applying just enough pressure to allow her to feel your strength, your dominance. So you just want to continue to go all the way down to her arms, again, applying just enough pressure as if you're sculpting her, and go all the way down to her hips, even her legs, almost like you're removing her clothes, which will subconsciously trigger that same effect and that same feeling in her mind, so that when you are actually taking off her clothes, it won't feel weird or awkward. Instead, it will just feel normal and comfortable, because in her subconscious, it will feel like you've already done this before. Which brings me to secret trick number 3, which is the close. So after you've successfully hugged the girl, successfully pulled her into you for the kiss, rub your hands up and down her back, shoulders, arms, and legs. After you've done all those things, assuming you've done these first 2 steps right, you should now be in a strong position to close, okay, aka have sex with her. Now, logistically, if you're out and about as much as I am, you're going to need to find a way to isolate the girl where you can get her alone with you. So if you're out and about like I am most of the time, one of your main objectives with every attractive woman that you meet is to find out her logistics, find out who she's there with, find out what time she's leaving, find out who's driving. Because the sooner you know these things, the sooner you can plot around her logistics and make her feel comfortable about leaving with you. Now, obviously, if you're on a date, this is going to be much easier, as you won't have to worry about logistics so much. Because if she's already on a date with you, she does trust you to some degree, at least enough to be alone with you. And if she suddenly makes some lame excuse for why she has to get up early the next day, or why she needs to go home early, then chances are she's lying, and you probably did something wrong in step 1 or step 2, where you'll need to hit the reset button, back off, and start all over again. And the great thing about beautiful women is they will allow for an endless number of mistakes and an endless amount of screw-ups until you finally get it right. So when it comes to beautiful women, you're never really out. You can always come back as many times as you need to. So to recap, my 3 biggest secrets for how to touch a girl and make her want you bad is secret trick number 1. Start by initiating physical contact with a girl. Forget the immature high fives, forget the secret handshakes, and instead go straight in for the hug. And while you're hugging her, spin her around, turn and dip her. Do something interesting, do something that she doesn't expect, surprise her a little. Remember, we want to get her laughing, we want to get her playful. Most of all, we want to get her in that touchy-feely mood that will allow us to move on to secret trick number 2, which is to grab both of her hands and pull her into you for the kiss. And many times, if you've done the first step right, she will often expect you to pull her in for the kiss. She'll just expect you to do it. Now notice we are gradually escalating with the girl physically with each step. And finally, secret trick number 3, assuming you've completed the first 2 steps successfully, from here, it's simply a matter of isolating her, getting her alone with you, whether it be at your place or hers, and simply closing. And closing a girl, aka having sex with her, comes as a direct result of you physically escalating with her successfully, basically doing all of those things that you've learned here in this training video. So those are my 3 secret tricks for how to touch a girl and make her want you starting right now. So go out there, try it out for yourself, and I think you'll be pleased with your results. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, and if you enjoyed what you just learned in this new secret training video, then don't forget to add yourself to my priority waiting list for my full training course, The 33 Secrets to Dating Beautiful Women, where you can learn my top 33 secrets for dating only the hottest, youngest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet, 8s, 9s, and 10s. All you need to do is click the link above, pop in your name and email, and you're all set. It takes 2 seconds. So do that right now, and I'll see you in my next training video.